that's been the really, really nice thing. Every time I've spoken to Tyler about the kind of next generation coming out, he loves that. He loves seeing kind of newer artists coming through that maybe kind of grown up with them and everything.
My friends, the 21 Pilots, got ice cream and donuts for us today at work for a nice little summer treat.
It's been fantastic. Very inspiring. It was just a very, very, very inspiring month. And it makes you want to create to the best of your ability. They're a very inspiring band. I've just learned so much in the last month. Like, I've learned more than I thought I was going to learn. I just feel like I did one of those master classes. It was 10 years of life advice in a single month. It was 10 years of career advice in a single month.
Love about Josh in so many ways is that, you know, even though that's not a Pilot song, if I didn't know he was on that, I'd know he was on that from the minute he comes in. He's got such a distinctive playing style and sound, right?
You're so right. He does have this like slappy energy that like really elevates a song. And I show up at Mike Uselin's office, who's the president of Fuel By, and we're all just hanging out listening to music. And he goes, "Don't be mad at me, but I have a surprise for you," and plays the song that Dylan and Josh got together and put drums on it as like a surprise for me. Like, who does that? I was like almost in tears listening to it, because I mean, Josh and I worked on 2 songs on Skin and Earth, and we actually were in the same studio at the same time for that. And he's just so generous with his time, and he kept being like, let me wreck your songs, let me wreck your songs. Like, A, you're not gonna wreck my songs. B, yes, please, let's book a time because this is sick. And we were all just very excited. And I text him, you know, when the song's coming out, and I'm like, thank you so much, man. Like, I'm just so thankful to have you on this project. I appreciate you so much. He's like, I literally did nothing. He's like so humble. He's like, I don't know, man, if you think so, but yeah, I hardly did anything on this. I'm like, what? Like, he doesn't recognize maybe, I'm sure he does, maybe he's being humble, but he doesn't recognize his own individuality the way he just really is. Just such an incredible performer and drummer and star, and his contribution to it was just so great. So I had to make sure he knew, like, it did make a big difference for the song. It's not just drums, it's Josh Dunn's drums.
노래 너무 좋다. 네, 방금 들은 노래는 21 Pilots의 Tear in My Heart 이었습니다. 저는 또 21 Pilots 진짜 좋아해가지고, 이렇게 I wouldn't say I'm a big fan, but I'm a fan of 21 Pilots, yeah, because they got such good songs. Stressed Out is a really good song too. Heathens, Chlorine is a good song too. Heavy Dirty Soul, wow. You know, we used to do 우리 그 한참 남자 프로젝트를 준비하고 있었을 때 Heavy Dirty Soul로 무대 하나 했었어요.
Do you guys have a song that you're listening to that you'd like to recommend?
These days, I really falling in 21 Pilots' new album. Yeah, so listen to the album. So yeah, that album is really cool. Yeah.
I love 21 Pilots. Me and Tyler are actually getting a lot closer. We keep seeing each other, so like that.
Oh,
that'd be a dream come true for me. I think he teaches me a lot. You know what I mean? He's obviously a little bit older than me, and kind of the thing about Pilots is they always did their own thing, and they sat, like, for example, you listen to Scaled and Ice compared to Blurryface compared to the early stuff. It's all a journey. You go see a Pilot show, it's not just like the same shit. It's like multiple albums, and as I say, like, they are just as inspiring to me as someone like Lou Reed or Bowie, who has those albums that you just do your thing for a bit, and that's.
I saw 21 Pilots at the Marquee. They had one opening band. That band brought their parents, and as soon as they left, the band and their parents left, and it was me, the bartender, and the janitor, and like 21 Pilots like played, because it was either play and get their guarantee or leave and get half. So they were still a struggling band, so they wanted to get their full guarantee, and they had already loaded in and sound checked. And dude, it was like one of the craziest performances I've ever seen in my life to this day. They took it that seriously. They knew that they had the hustle to make it work, and they weren't on the level yet, but like they felt like something was coming. And dude was doing backflips off of his piano and just crazy shit. And it was just like, it was just for us, you know? Even though they're like a huge band that some people have kind of written off because they're so big, like I still have a lot of love for them because I saw them at that super small, humble part.
All right, you know, they're doing nice boys from Columbus, Ohio. I think they're really gonna make their mark on the world. I met them in 2014 because Misterwives was opening for them, and they liked the way I play the trumpet so much they asked me to play a song with them every night. And then it was a song called "Fall Away," and there's like a video. They made a video out of it, and that's kind of like how I started working with them. And I told Tyler, the lead singer of the band, the first night I went to his room, and I was like, I can't believe like I'm in this band now. Like, I watched you guys play so many times. He's like, Jesse, I was driving with my wife the other day, and I turned around and said to her, I can't believe I'm going to be in the band with Jesse Blum. And so I thought that was really nice. I feel like that's really sweet.
And someone we love at Enemy worked on the album, Tyler from 21 Pilots. What was it like working with Tyler Joseph?
Oh, Tyler Joseph I am such a huge fan of his, so I was very happy and very lucky to get his time to do it, and he did a fabulous job. I'm very proud of him as an artist, and I'm very proud of the job that he did on Heart of Stone, one of my favorites on the album.
Hey guys, welcome back to Vinyl Breakfast. This has been, I think, one of my favourite records of the year. It is 21 Pilots, an album called Clancy, and yeah, it's just a really, really great album. It's just a really, really great album. I find their work, every record that I listen to, it sort of captivates me for the entire thing. I listened to this on a drive up to Norfolk the other day and got it on vinyl to listen to it at home. But it is like every single song is so strong, and it's not like you can't really like pigeonhole them into anything. It's like each song is completely different. He's obviously like heavily influenced by rap music and rock music, and there's sort of I guess if people were fans of like Linkin Park, I wouldn't say it's like exactly like Linkin Park, but it fuses rap and rock very, very, very well. I think Overcompensate is a fantastic way to start the album. I love Midwest Indigo, I love Vignette, I love Snapback, but as a record, it's been one of my favorite records of the year, and I hope you enjoy it.
Thing is it, and you're bringing somebody new into it, and they're on stage, like, and it's just the two guys up until that point. Is the whole thing.
A lot of money involved, yeah.
Right, a lot of money involved, a lot of fans involved. So as time went on, excuse me, and the fans sort of like warmed up to us, and reception was like more than positive. Basically, yeah, the biggest thing is just trust. So like, if we have ideas, excuse me, if we have ideas, they're listened to. If they just ask us how we're doing, basically. There's like little things where they use this as part of the... You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised.
Surprised what, specifically?
Like, with how many of these mercs just are completely invisible. Like, it's not... They'll never interact with the artist, basically.
You're saying... Okay, so you're saying, like, maybe if you were a different part of a project, it's entirely feasible you'd never speak to them.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
I always talk about this, but there's a vlog that 21 Pilots put up when we were in Paraguay, and the power on the stage went out, and it was like, total blackout. They document that whole thing, and you can hear the talkback. So Tyler Joseph is basically talking to all the department heads, like the lighting department, sound department, and the production department, and just making sure everybody's coordinated, and literally giving a countdown on when to turn the lights back on, and giving like order of operations on like, we need somebody to go out here and like tell the crowd this, okay, start the tracks, 3, 2, 1, et cetera, et cetera. And just going through that, I was like, oh, that's how, because music, I feel like, writing a riff, we've never really had a problem with. We stick
I saw a little mention of like the self-titled Pilots album as
Yeah.
well. Like, why specifically self-titled for 21 Pilots? I mean, great record, but that's so interesting.
It was because like when I was growing up, because I was like the teenager in like 2012, so like I was like on Tumblr, ruining my brain online. But like that was the first time that I ever saw like lyrics that actually spoke about stuff.
Yeah.
And that album is so like raw with the lyrics. And I was like, oh my god, this is the first time I've been exposed to like vocals that say things rather than just like catchy like LMFAO party rock school disco stuff.
Sure.
And I was like, oh my god, this is insane. And then that album became like very important to me. And then I got into Vessel and Blurry Face and everything. So like 21 Pilots, that album was the gateway into me understanding that music can be about more than just sound. And then that's when I started falling in love with rock music more and then started a band.
Wow.
They had like a question about who the fans would love for you guys to collab with.
Okay.
Like different artists. The one that people really, really put on there a lot was 21 Pilots.
We're friends with those guys. We would love to do something with them.
They're another one
Tyler.
that like
Tyler,
text us back.
I know you're watching this. Let's do it, dude.
they're another one that have like their own realm connected to 21 Pilots.
Yeah.
So the vibe kind of syncs up.
They
You know, you
very
guys have the
much
same
have
idea.
a world. They've done a great job with that. Yeah.
So
Have you back in the UK because the last time we saw you over here with just the small shows of 21 Pilots, just those little rooms.
Oh,
those
just a little gig
casual
in a
rooms.
dive bar. Yeah, totally. Their fan base is so special and like welcoming to us. So we're super lucky that we got to get in front of that audience base, that fan base. Yeah.
I mean, and those guys. I mean, obviously we've known those guys for a very, very long time as well, and I do love the fact that they like all the best artists in our scene are very good at kind of nurturing new talent and kind of being there for advice and stuff as well. I'm sure that must have been the case when you're out on the road with Tyler and Josh. They've been able to kind of help you guys out along the way in these early stages.
Yeah. It was. I mean, they were like super. Obviously, the opportunity they gave us was like so invaluable, and we had like a few moments of getting to witness some advice from the bros who have been doing that kind of scale for a long time. So that was like super valuable. It's kind of the dream as like a teenage boy when you like think about like playing some like rock tunes on guitar. You're just like, imagine if I got to do this night after night and get better each time. So yeah, to do it on a scale that 21 Pilots let us do was absolutely life-changing.
Buck Wild. Yeah,
Buck Wild, my bad. It was Buck Wild.
No, thank you so much for doing that 21 Pilots cover.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. I love them so much.
It was tell me just a little bit more about the kind of approach to it, because like I say, it's really interesting. You didn't mess with it too much, but while still putting your sample. That's kind of a hard balance to achieve.
It was tough. I feel really lucky. The guy that produced it is such a massive fan, and we're both such massive fans, so I feel like we both just put our hearts in it, and we wanted to make it perfect.
Amazing.
Yeah. I just went to go see their show actually in LA, and it was so cool to see that song live. I was like, I know that one.
Thank you so much for what you did earlier in the year for us with the 21 Pilots cover, man. So great. Such a cool version.
It's really good. Go listen to it right now. I'm telling you, it's awesome. Awesome band. The next track was just trying to sing my way and not carbon copy. So I did my best, because you can carbon copy, that's cool, but like I'm not gonna carbon copy better than them, better than 21 Pilots. I mean, come on, you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna out 21 them. So you gotta kind of try to do it your way. So I did my best, and I think I did a good job.
Oh man.
That has been one of our favorite 21 Pilots songs forever. We were absolutely blown away to get the chance to do that. And we really wanted to give it the treatment that it deserved. We didn't want to go too crazy with it, but we also wanted to make it feel like ours. And I feel like
we wanted to really get into the details of the songs, the thing that makes it special. We hid an Easter egg at the end of the song from another one of our favorite 21 Pilots songs, because we are nerds and we love this band. And we just spent a lot of time listening to those little things that are tucked into the mix, like what's in the background and what can we do to replicate that in our own way. But we really wanted to keep the essence of the song there, because it's already a perfect song. So we didn't want to change too much, It
being such an international song helped too. Like when we were playing, we played it in Amsterdam on a headlining show, and we're like, oh, this song is known to everyone worldwide. So it feels just incredible to get to do it. Yeah.
Honestly, glad that no one said it sucked.
Yeah, there you go. We'll take that.
I had to do it pretty fast, and that's a really big song and well-written song. So it's always hard to tackle such a well-known monster, right? So I just try to do my best job and maybe have it be slightly more organic and not be just the same thing.
Yeah, I like that.
I saw Tyler Joseph, 21 Pilots. He had a mic come down from the sky, like boxing style, and that was pretty cool.
So cool.
I was very excited when you gave me that one because I could do the other ones, but like the judge was always the one that I feel like suits me the most. I mean, it was the way I approached it was like, what would I do when I was making those covers, but like kind of like modernize it a bit. So like the intro na 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 na's is literally taken from the old cover that I did when I was like 16. It sounds very like kind of happy on the album, and the way that I interpret the lyrics is like not that. So that's how I went about it, and I think I just had in mind a lot of like what would I have wanted to listen to when I listened to that album for the first time.
Yeah, no, it's really nice interpretation, and also lovely to see you kind of posted online, like you say, you did that one back in the day, but like all these pictures, like in the kind of cosplay of the time and all this. I mean, you've been deep in this fandom for a very, very long time, which is great.
God, yeah. I mean, there were people like, welcome Noahfinnce, and I'm like, bitch, you don't know how long I've been here.
He's been in the clique trenches for a long, long
100%.
time.
I honestly think I couldn't have. There's only one other band I could have received this email for and been this excited for, and it's either the 1975 or 21 Pilots. It's like if I got that email about either one of those bands, I would absolutely jump on it. And within 10 minutes, I'd already reached out to my producer. We were going to Finland the next week. I was like, we can just spend a day in Finland doing it. We already have like the studio time. I know we have the creative minds to make something a little bit different, and so I was already really excited about it. I'm a huge Trench fan. I have that's my 21 Pilots album, which obviously came a little bit later, but I was just nervous of the fact that if I make something that is trying to be too much like Tyler Joseph's kind of rap era, I will just not do the song justice. So immediately my mind was, okay, how can we kind of develop those sections in a way that doesn't feel like I'm just trying to be him, but I'm trying to do it justice structurally and lyrically, but kind of push the sound more in my direction. And so we ended up on something that is a lot more kind of scaled and icy.
I was about to say, it wouldn't sit out of place on that.
Which I didn't realize was happening until it kind of happened. In fact, I think people at the end were like, oh, it's kind of like if Fairly Local was on Scaled and Icy. I was like, that's the biggest compliment anyone
100%.
could give to the song, because it's like,
21 Pilots killed it. That was incredible. I'm glad that we went before them.
We don't notice any time pass.
Remember when Tyler first sat down with us coming out of Blurryface, we were getting ready to go into the follow-up for that in the Trench, and he began to articulate this world for the first time and just these fictitious characters, and there's this place called Dima and Trench and all the bishops, and it was going to give Blurryface a name, and Nico, and then he played us Nico and the Niners, and it was, for a minute, it was like, oh boy, okay, you sure you just don't want to write another Heathens? Well, Tyler, artistically, he's influenced and sort of has the same sort of creative DNA as I did, and that's kind of what we connected when we toured together, and we enjoyed a lot of the same things, and of course Tyler to me is just a fantastic artist. I love where he goes naturally. So it was just, man, one of those, the universe just, I'm so thankful that those paths coincided and we got to really make some great music together.
Yeah, kind of mind-blowing. Like, to be honest, we're such big fanboys of 21 Pilots, just
Huge
like
fans.
Really can't get enough of those guys.
I actually went out to Berlin like 12 months ago to watch them. Jam-packed stadium, and just huge fan.
Yeah, the live show is absolutely wild, and we listen so much to their records as well, so we're just chuffed to be in the same conversations as them. I feel very grateful, and I'm loving the new album so much.
I mean, I'm massive fan of Clancy, the album. That really blew my mind when it came out, and it was my top album played last year.
Oh, wow.
Just on repeat for the whole year. So starting the set with Overcompensate, that was when I was like sprinting into the Berlin stadium, you know what I mean, just fanboy. and then now to be sharing the stage with them is freaking mind blowing, and we're just going to bring the heat.
I think I'm most hyped to hear that song, The Contract. I love so much on the new album. Also, Drum Show.
Yeah.
Such a bop. But I think we're just going to be like proper having a euphoric moment watching them, aren't we? It's just, it's all going to be a blur, mate. I've already forgotten it. It's all too exciting.
Really, like I always get nervous about the performances, but at the same time, I get nervous to see artists that I love and I want to see. So today I'm really excited about the Pussycat Dolls, of course, and I'm really excited to see the 21 Pilots. So I'm excited and nervous about that.
I can see you guys in the front. I can see the paint. I can see the shirts. I know a clicky when I see one. I know you guys are excited for 21 Pilots. I've known those guys for a long time, and I've seen them do the show a couple times on this festival run, and you are in for a fucking treat. I promise you that. All right, you guys want to sing a song with me?
You just learn so much about a band when you see them live, and it's really inspiring to watch bands, especially being, you know, closer to the top of the bill. As a headliner, you almost feel a responsibility to represent them because they put in so much work and they killed it all day long for you to kind of be the one that kind of closes it out and represents their day. You feel a responsibility to them as a band member.